نور في الظلمات أنسي في خلواتي يا سعدي وهنائي القرآن حياتي. ملأ القلب ففاض بحب كتاب الله أشرق دربي بالقرآن فشكرا يا رباه. يمحو عتم الليل المظلم يروي ظمأ الروح يجعلنا من أهل الله يطيب به المجروح. هو نبراس حياة يرشدنا بهداه. ملأ القلب ففاض بحب كتاب الله أشرق دربي بالقرآن فشكرا يا رباه. يا رب فكافئ من أنشأ للتحفيظ صروح هي دور للنور وفيها عطر الطهر يفوح. هيا يا من تاه فالقرآن نجاه. القلب ففاض بحب كتاب الله أشرق قلبي بالقرآن فشكرا يا رباه. اليوم نكرم من حفظوا حفل ثم نروح لكن الكل لدرجات في الجنات طموح. غايتنا الرحمن نتطلع لرضاه. القلب ففاض بحب كتاب الله أشرق دربي بالقرآن فشكرا يا رباه. شكرا يا رباه.
نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما اللهم فقهنا في الدين آمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How is everyone doing today? Alhamdulillah, I see 3 responses. Inshallah, we can get everyone to participate. So today is going to be the last day for our 3rd week. We are already done 3 weeks of this class. Subhanallah, how time flies. So inshallah, we will begin yet again with our dua session. So does anybody remember which 2 duas we covered yesterday? And as a reminder, again, today we will be doing 2 duas. The one when changing clothes, that is correct. So the one that you say before you take off your clothes and the one you say after you wear your clothes. So we discussed those duas. There are also many other duas, such as when you wear new clothes specifically, there's a special dua you read and things like that. But we just discussed the most simple ones, the one you say before you take off your clothes and the one you say after you wear your clothes. We will not watch the video as a class today, but I will give you all the link right before we end class, and I will end class early today, around half an hour early, because the video is around half an hour, so you all can watch that on your own, because if my internet connection fluctuates, then not everyone will be able to watch the video properly. Inshallah. Okay, so let's begin with our dua session for today. And today we will be covering the two duas that are related to eating. So the dua before eating and the dua after eating. So does anybody already know both of these two duas memorized? Okay, Alhamdulillah. So only one person? Okay. Anyways, so we will be taking a look at the two du'as that are related to eating. So before eating and after eating. So again, one of them is a short one and one of them is a longer one. The du'a that you say before eating is just Bismillah. That's it. So there is no specific dua. I mean, there are du'as, but those are not according to the Sunnah. There is no hadith, and if there are hadith, they're not strong hadith, meaning that the narration is weak, and there's a possibility that that is not true. So the one that we should read and is the most trusted one is just saying Bismillah. And we discussed yesterday that Bismillah is not a dua, but you should say that before anything. Then the second one, which is the dua after eating, there are many of these, but the most common one is Alhamdulillahi alladhi at'amana wa saqana wa ja'alana minal muslimin. All praise belongs to Allah, who fed us and quenched our thirst and made us Muslims. So again, we can see a constant repetition in the du'as. We start off by praising Allah, and that is one of the manners that we learned. That we start off by praising Allah, and again, Alhamdulillah alladhi, all praise belongs to Allah. We are thanking Allah. And now, why are we thanking Allah? Like we do in all the other du'as. In this du'a, we are thanking Allah alladhi at'amana. We are describing Him because He is the one who fed us. Wasaqana, and quenched our thirst. Meaning we were hungry and we were thirsty and He made us full. That's why we are thanking you, O Allah. So those are two things we are thanking Allah for. The final thing that we are thanking Allah for is وَجَعَلَنَا مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ, and made us from the Muslims. Meaning, O Allah, you are the one who gave us food and water to drink or whatever we drank. You're the one who gave us food and drinks so that I can be full, and also you made us Muslims. So how do these two things relate? How does food and water relate to being a Muslim? Does anybody want to take a guess at this? Halal, yes, that is actually one part of it. The food and the drink that He has given us is halal, alhamdulillah. Anybody else want to take any other guesses? So we discussed earlier that a very important part of being a Muslim is recognizing what Allah has done for us and making sure our actions, whatever we do, is all for Allah. So our action of eating and drinking is a way to get energy so we can worship Allah. So that's why we are thanking Allah for making us Muslims. Because if we were not Muslims, we would have no purpose of eating and drinking. We would just eat and drink to be full. There would be no other reason to eat or drink, which is why we are thanking Allah that you made us Muslims, so now we actually have a reason to eat and drink. We are not just eating and drinking for no reason. So that is why we are also thanking Allah. Now, without getting too caught up in this, because we are low on time as we have to also watch a video. So let's take a look at some of the sunnah actions that are related to eating and, before eating and after eating, what the Prophet ﷺ used to do. So he used to wash his hands first of all, because you don't want to eat with your hands dirty. Next, he used to recite the dua, meaning he used to say Bismillah. He used to eat with his right hand. We discussed earlier, right hand is always the better hand. He used three fingers to eat. Which three fingers? The thumb, the index finger, and the middle finger. He used to eat with those three fingers. And he also didn't lean while eating. To not lean is to basically to rest while eating. So you're eating while you're very comfortable. He didn't used to eat while comfortable. He used to lean forward and not backward instead. And he also used to eat from what was in front of him. So if you ever go to a place and there's a tray in front of you with a lot of food, and you see at the back side of the food, you see that there's a lot of, for example, if there's rice and chicken, you see that the chicken is at the back and you want that. It's not a sunnah to just take the chicken from the back. You should take whatever is in front of you first. If any food used to drop, he used to blow it and eat it. He would also use to lick his fingers after he was done eating, because we learned that in food there is barakah and you don't want to leave it out. And plus, beyond that, we never know, we don't want to waste food, which is why he used to lick every last part of it. And then lastly, after he would finish eating, he would recite the dua after eating. And there are many, and the one we learned is on the slide. So let's repeat the dua after eating, as everyone should know Bismillah memorized. I want everyone to repeat after me. Alhamdulillahi alladhi Alhamdulillahi alladhi at'amana wa saqana wa ja'alana minal muslimin. وَجَعَلَنَا مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. Okay, inshallah, so we will conclude there for our dua session, and now we will move on to our Quranic session. So yesterday, we recited Surah Ma'un a few more times, and we took a look again at the bad qualities that none of us should have. So today, we won't have time to cover any of that up, but we will do the word to word. We will take a look at the word to word translation of Surah Al-Ma'un. So let's go straight there. And again, I want this to work the same way we've been doing the past few times. I'm going to say the Arabic, and I want you all to type in the English inside the chat. So is everyone ready? Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أرأيت, have you seen, الذي, the one who, يكذب, denies, بالدين, the judgment. فذلك, then that, الذي, is the one who, يدعو, repulses, اليتيم, the orphan. I want as many people to participate as they can. ولا, and does not, يحد, feel the need, على, to, طعام, feed, المسكين, the poor. فويل, so woe, للمصلين, to those who pray. الذين, those who, هم عن, they are about, صلاتهم, their prayers, sahun, are neglectful. الذين, those who, هم, they, يراؤون, make show. ويمنعون, and they deny. الماعون, the small kindnesses. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Let's see, what time is it? Okay, so we do not have time to do this once more. So, Alhamdulillah, that was pretty good. I saw a good number of people participating, and the more you participated, I'm actually taking note of it. So that will go into your participation marks, inshallah, bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. Okay, next we will move on to our Asma'ul Husna session. As you all can see, we are going pretty quickly through our lesson today, so we can watch the video separately on our own at the end. So Alhamdulillah, yesterday we covered 2 names of Allah. Today we will be covering 3. Does anybody remember, as I ask every single class, which names we covered yesterday? Al-Muhaymin, yes, that was one of them. And what was the other name of Allah we covered? Al-Aziz, yes, those were the 2 names of Allah we covered. So we learned about those 2 names of Allah. So far this week we have learned of 4 names of Allah. Today we will learn 3 more, so that will be a total of 7 names. So these 7 names, there will be questions about this on the quiz like there are each week. Okay, so let's continue. So the first name of Allah we will be covering today is Al-Jabbar. Al-Jabbar means the compeller. First of all, what does compel mean? So I won't tell you what the meaning is because we will learn through the points over here, we will learn what it means automatically, or as what it means for Allah. So first of all, Allah is the one who is above his servants. Meaning Allah is higher than his servants and he is more powerful over his servants. He can choose whatever he wants to happen for them. He is the one who chooses everything. And his level of knowledge, his level of power, his level of everything is way above ours. Which is why we learn that he is the one who is above all of his servants. Now, Al-Jabbar can also mean that Allah is the one who mends and restores the broken affairs of his servants. Now, this might be a little bit confusing, but what this means is that Allah is the one who fixes and brings back to normal. So he fixes and brings back to normal things. What things does he bring back to normal, and what things does he fix? The broken affairs of his servants. Now, what are broken affairs? An affair, first of all, is something that you do in your day-to-day life. So, for example, if you are going to school, that is an affair of yours. That is something you do each day. So broken affairs is when you're trying to do it, but you're just having trouble. You just can't do it. There's too many obstacles in your way. You're having a hard time, and it just looks like everything is going wrong. Allah is the one who will come and He will fix your problem. He will come and make it come back. He will make it back to normal. That is Allah's greatness. And thirdly, Al-Jabbar can also mean the one who prevails over his servants, meaning he is the one who has, this one relates to the first one, he is the one who prevails over us, meaning he is the one who has control over us, and he is the Almighty, all powerful. As we also learned in Allah's name, Al-Aziz. The name of Allah, Al-Jabbar, is very similar to Allah's name, Al-Aziz. They both show His greatness, how high He is above everyone, the honor, and the power, that all the things we learned yesterday. Whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decrees will happen without failure. Because yesterday we learned how He was honored and He had dignity. Meaning people respected Him and they did what He wanted out of their respect for Allah. So whatever He decrees will happen without failure. He also brings comfort to the weak. And this one relates to the second meaning of this. If anybody has any problems, Allah will fix it. If someone is weak, meaning not weak as in they can't pick up a rock or something because they're not strong. Weak as in they're broken, meaning as it relates to the point below this, He heals the brokenhearted, meaning the one whose heart is broken, they feel like nothing is going right, everything is going wrong, there's no way out of this. Allah will come and He will fix your problems. All we need to do is call upon Allah. Ya Allah, Al-Jabbar, I'm having a hard time. Please fix this problem for me. And Allah will accept your dua, bi'ithnillah. Allah is also the one who people seek refuge from. And this just relates to every single name of Allah, not the points over here, every single name of Allah. Because we are the one who ask Allah for protection from everything. Not only do we ask for Allah's protection, we also ask Allah to grant us things. And beyond that, not only for us and not only like for the goodness of us, like we want things and we want protection, we also praise Allah in the du'as, which is why He listens to our du'as and accepts it in return. The word Al-Jabbar comes in the Quran one time. The next two names that are pretty similar that we will be covering is Al-Kabir and Al-Mutakabbir. Al-Kabir means the most great, and Al-Mutakabbir means the supremely proud. Now, the word Al-Kabir means the most great. This name of Allah relates again to the previous two, showing how He is the greatest. Al-Aziz and Al-Jabbar. Al-Aziz wasn't today, but it relates to that as well. And Al-Mutakabbir means the supremely proud. Because Al-Kabir and Al-Mutakabbir, they both come from the same root. And one of the possible roots is Kibar. Kibar is pride or proudness. And there's also a bad way to understand Kibar, which is arrogance, meaning showing off, kind of it. So for Allah, it doesn't mean arrogance. For Allah, it means the supremely proud. And we will discuss what that means. First of all, Allah is the magnificent. Magnificent means when something is just supremely great, beyond great. There's like you can't understand the greatness because Allah is the most great in His actions, beings, attributes, and everything else. There's nothing greater than Allah, as we have learned. He is the supreme being to whom supremacy belongs. So the word supreme means specialty. It also means greatness. So He is the one who is the special He is the one who is special and very great. And He is the one who has all specialty, and He is the one who has all greatness. He is far above the attributes of his creation. For example, the Prime Minister. We think that the Prime Minister is so great, and we can call our Prime Minister great. But the Prime Minister great is not even close to Allah's greatness. Allah's greatness is way above any of his creation's attributes. And he can destroy whoever he wants. If anybody even wants to be super great, the greatest in the world, and they have kibar for it, not pride. I mean pride and arrogance, then Allah can destroy them if he wants, because only Allah is the one who is allowed to be al-mutakabbir, the supremely proud. And we learned that no one can be called by al-mutakabbir except for Allah. The word al-kabir comes in the Quran 6 times, and the word al-mutakabbir comes in the Quran 1 time. So those are the 3 names of Allah that we have covered for today. So does anybody want to list all the 7 names that we have covered in this week? Al-Aziz, yes, that is one of them. Al-Muhaymin, Al-Kabir, Al-Mutakabbir, yes, that's 4 of them. 3 more. We've got Al-Kabir, Al-Mutakabbir, Al-Muhaymin, and Al-Aziz. Which other 3 names of Allah did we cover? Al-Wadud, yes, that is one of them. 2 more. As-Salam, I don't think As-Salam was this week. Or it might have been, but I'm not sure. I don't think it was. Al-Musawwir, yes, Al-Musawwir was from this week. And 1 more. We covered this one today. Which other name of Allah did we cover today? Al-Kabir and Al-Mutakabbir were there, but there was 1 more. Does anybody remember what it was? No one? It was the name of Allah Al-Jabbar. So this week we have covered Allah's names Al-Kabir, Al-Mutakabbir, Al-Jabbar, Al-Aziz, Al-Muhaymin, Al-Wadud, and Al-Musawwir. These are the 7 names of Allah we have covered this week, and we should now practice these names. And not only should we practice them for the test, but for the qualities that we've mentioned in the beginning of our very first class. So with that, we will conclude our Asma'ul Husna session, and not only our Asma'ul Husna session, but our class for today. Yes, we are ending early. I will put the link in the chat so you all can open it, and if you won't be able to watch it right now, I will also be sending this in the email that I send with the quiz. So that is the link. It has how to make wudu properly, and it also has how to pray salah. In the middle, there are some nasheeds that you can skip, and that's not, you don't have to watch that part. You are free to skip that part if you want. Okay. Does anybody have any questions before we end our class? Just a half an hour for today. The quiz will be sent out today at evening/night, or it will be sent out tomorrow morning. And you can check your emails, because I think it was today morning or yesterday morning I updated the quiz marks. So some of your marks might be the same, some of yours might have increased. So I would recommend that you all check the emails that you all provided. And it looks like there are no questions. So with that, we will conclude here. Quran class will be at 4 o'clock. If you want to join right now, you can. I will listen to your lesson. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.